Olivier immediately stabs Sid, and this makes Aurora very surprised. But suddenly, Nelson is surprised that Sid is still alive when he is stabbed in the stomach by Olivier. Then Sid says humans will live as long as vital organs, such as the heart or head, remain. Sid is going to fight Nelson now because Olivier is gone, but Nelson still had other copies of Olivier, and Sid would surely be dead fighting against this many attacks.
まさかそれはスライム。遊びは終わりか。さっきより動きが単調だ。これじゃあただのかかし。
Finally, Sid opened his eye, which surprised Nelson because Sid could use magic in this sanctuary. He suspected that Sid was wearing an artifact that could store magic power. Then Sid explained that sanctuary was indeed a place to absorb magic. Due to that, Sid amplified the magic in his own body so that the sanctuary could not absorb it. It is a very easy mindset to solve this problem. Now the game time is up, and it's Sid's turn to attack Nelson. Even if Nelson attacks Sid with all of Olivier's copies, it won't be able to defeat him since Sid can destroy anything.
Atomic.
After that, Sid was trapped in a black room. It turns out that the core of Sanctuary's magic is in that arm. When Sid wanted to destroy it, he suddenly woke up in Aurora's lap. Aurora said that she had lied about what she said since they first met. Aurora actually calls Sid to save her from the sanctuary because all this time, she wished to disappear from this world. Aurora thanks Sid for giving her precious memories, from the fight in the goddess trial to their journey in the sanctuary. Aurora warns Sid that one day he must kill Aurora's true form when they meet in battle. On the other hand, the other Shadow Garden members didn't expect Sid to cast his magic again in the sanctuary. All the information there was also gone, and Shadow Garden had to look for more information about the Diabolos cult. Then Epsilon reported the information on the sanctuary to Alpha. It turns out that Aurora is a Diabolos demon. Then Shadow Garden knew that the Diabolos cult surely aiming for the festival in Midgar next, so they had to prepare another plan to solve this problem. On the other hand, Alexia, Beta, and Rose are exploring the forest because the whole town is already filled with water. Alexia says she's annoyed that she can't figure out what's happening. Rose also feels the same way as Alexia. Since the events in the city and academy of Midgar, the Diabolos cult and Shadow Garden organizations have been fighting without their knowledge. Because of that, Alexia decides to form a group. Alexia could use her position as princess of the Midgar kingdom to obtain information. Rose can also do the same because she is the princess of the Oriana kingdom. Meanwhile, Beta is a writer who can take advantage of her profession. After all, they had to keep this country safe, especially for someone they loved. A few days later, someone offered to buy land from the Bigalda kingdom to Gamma. I'll call him Terry, but Gamma said she was helping with a renovation project in the city of Lineburn. Then Terry said he would give Gamma low price to open a sub-business there. Before long, New informed Gamma that the investigation in the kingdom of Bigalda was over. After hearing this, Gamma agreed to Terry's offer and would open a sub-business there. Even Gamma would renovate the city in the Bigalda kingdom if Terry provided more land for Gamma's company to buy. Then the business strategy of Shadow Garden members begins. On the other hand, Alpha saw the Shadow Garden members relaxing in one of the headquarters rooms. Then she remembered the old memories of when the members of Shadow Garden had the first small base. Sid has taught Alpha about building comfortable house designs for the members. Alpha and many Shadow Garden members have been given extraordinary knowledge from Sid. Even the 7 Shadows, or the core members of Shadow Garden, were directly given overwhelming power by him. 7 Shadow consists of Alpha, Beta, Delta, Epsilon, Eta, Gamma, and Zeta. Then Alpha also worked hard in the past to train all Shadow Garden members to fight. More than 600 people have already joined Shadow Garden and dedicated their lives only to Sid. Of course, they were the girls he had saved in the past. They even really love Sid, but Sid doesn't care about the feeling of love. Sid is only concerned with his Chunibyo delusions of looking cool in every battle or problem-solving moment. Before long, Gam reports to Alpha that the Prime Minister of the Oriana Kingdom, Dome, is on his way to the Kingdom of Midgar. Because of that, Shadow Garden members had to prepare other plans for the next battle. At night, Alexia reports the events in the city of Line Berm to Iris. Alexia orders Iris to conduct further investigations in Line Berm and combines the information about the 2 previous incidents in Midgar. That way, they could carry out their attacks when the Diabolos cult reappeared. Then Iris said that she had already suggested this to her father, the king of the Midgar Kingdom. But sadly, the king doesn't want to do anything first because the Kingdom of Midgar doesn't know who the villain between the 2 organizations is. Therefore, the Kingdom of Midgar must remain silent and focus on the next event, the Festival of the God of War, and the victor of the festival will investigate the city of Line Berm. After all, the Oriana Kingdom will also celebrate this event, and the Oriana King may also come. Iris must still obey what King Midgar has planned. Alexia says that it's likely that the Shadow Garden and the Diabolos cult will be planning something beyond their reach. But Iris says that Alexia doesn't need to worry. Anyone who will mess up the festival Iris can handle because she is one of the strongest swordsmen in the world. According to Iris, the power from 2 organizations must have been obtained through ancient artifacts. An example is the power that Shadow or Alpha showed at that time. On the other hand, Rose was practicing her sword as usual to strengthen herself. She became a swordsman like this thanks to someone who had saved her when she was a child. Rose remembered the way he fought and the beauty of his sword swings. When Shadow appeared at the Midgar Academy incident, Rose felt she recognized him from how he swung his sword. Rose must have even greater strength to solve the problems in the Oriana Kingdom. While Rose was still continuing her sword practice, something suddenly happened.